Good morning, and I'd like to introduce myself as Eperra, and I'm part of the class of Anthropology and Cross-Cultural Understanding at Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary. And part of our assignment is we had to do an ethnocentric interview. And just briefly, I want to explain what we learned as a family because these interviews were done uh, with my two daughters who are 17 and 11, and also with my husband. Um, Probably one of the most amazing things that happened this semester is that we hosted two international students at our home on Thanksgiving because we wanted to learn more about them. We wanted to learn their home country, their traditions, their beliefs, and we learned that even though we share different religions, they are Hindu and we are Christians, that God has created each of us for a purpose, and that we can interact even when our cultures don't exactly mesh. They're vegetarians, so that was interesting with the fact that we had this big 21-pound turkey and only 4 people ate it out of all the guests that we had at our house. So we're still eating turkey. Um, the fact is that my girls, they were able to play Monopoly and interact with these two students, even though they were much older than them. And the students were very open to teaching us about their dances. Um, One student actually had a dance with my daughter, and another guest who was from Zimbabwe. That's a whole other story. And we just enjoyed the fellowship that we had. Um, we've learned that hospitality is so crucial into reaching other people from different nations. Um, the fact that we can open up our doors and serve a meal to those that were not exactly made to look like us, but we understand that God has created all people in His image and that there is no mistakes. Um, And also, we understand that as a family, that we can show the love of Christ to others within our home, providing a meal. Um, and one student actually brought a dessert that was mango in nature, and it was very interesting. We learned about the different spices that they use in their food. We learned about how their families are shaped, learned how marriage is viewed, marriage, wedding ceremonies, how food is centered around the marriage ceremony in Hindu cultures, and how things are changing to where marriages are not arranged as they used to be 50 years ago, that most modern Indians are now picking their own spouses instead of their parents choosing for them. Not everyone is going to temple like they should, but they do carry around their little idol in their purse. And then there are other facets of Hinduism that we learned during this interview process where they choose not to even eat eggs or garlic, and they have a strict diet where even they can't eat foods or things that could be addictive. So, guys, coffee. I don't think this religious sect could be a seminary student because coffee runs in our veins. So, the biggest takeaway that we found with our family is that the love that Christ has placed in us crosses over large cultural boundaries, and love is what helps us reach others for Christ. Thank you, and we hope you have a great Christmas.